Travel Quest Network, it's me, Joshua Harrell, and I am coming to you live today with the Weekly Chatter Live. Well, I'm coming to you live with the Weekly Chatter live at the Grand at Moon Palace in Cancun. So I am coming to you live from the veranda, and so I'm a little moist right now because it is extremely warm right now. But I am having the time of my life. So I thought that this was a fantastic on the location. Think of me as, I don't know, did you watch Fraggle Rock? I'm traveling Matt. So I'm just traveling around and I'm in my dragon onesie ready for my experience in Cancun. If this is your first time to the Weekly Chatter Live from Travel Quest Network, welcome. This is where we end out the week and celebrate wins, talk about challenges, inspire each other, and just generally have a good time. Now, I am by myself, although I am with a group of travel pros. They're all at the cabana right now, but I said I've got to go because it's time for the Weekly Chatter Live. So, anyway, please chat with me in the chat, although I say that. However, I have to grab my phone to see if you're chatting with me. So bear with me. This is not CNN. I'm not ready for live reporting just yet, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. I hope you are having a great time today, wherever you are. Let's see. Ooh, and there now you get to hear my voice again. We'll figure out how to get rid of my name in the bottom right corner. Or my wherever it is. Anyway, let's see here. Please drop your comments down. Let me know your wins, your challenges. Just say hi. And if you're in the middle of snow, why don't you just tell me you're in the middle of snow, and I'll tell you how not I am. How I am not. Sorry. I promise there's been no alcoholic beverages, but there has been. Today I have had a mariachi band. I've been serenaded. Right now, Justin Bieber in the background. I mean, it's a full-on experience. And if you have been to any of the Palace resorts, I would love your feedback. I got to hear a wonderful presentation from them about their different properties, about their weddings, their groups, meetings and events, also about their new property that they're opening in Punta Cana. So just a lot of, I'm all up in the Palace resorts right now. So the Palace Life, hashtag the Palace Life. So anyway, please share those comments as well. I'm gonna jump over to the comments just because, hey, you make me feel good. All right, we've got Deborah. We just got an H. So Deborah, oh, I see you completed the thought there. Happy Friday, TQ fam bam. You know what, Deborah? As much as I hate acronyms, the way you put that together always warms my heart. I love the fact that you call us the TQ fam bam. I don't know, I think you might be winning me over. Amy is joining us and she said, happy Friday. Sydney, her daughter, and I are here. Hi, Sydney, and I hope you're not jealous that I'm in Cancun. I wish you were here because Moon Palace is fantastic for kids and adults, and it's massive. If you've been here, I mean, I have been to Cancun before, but I have never been to this resort, and for miles. I just feel like I am in a beautiful jungle somewhere. Although this group over here is getting a little rowdy. So Sydney, I wish you were here. I'm sure we'd have a great time. Debbie, happy Friday to you. Tanya, hello, it's great to be here. Hello from Minnesota. That's the Travel Quest Network roots over there in Minnesota. Hello to you. Cynthia, happy Friday all. Jen, happy Friday. Sarah is joined us. She said hi. Sarah, if you're still there, because I know sometimes you have to leave, hold on, no glasses. Sarah, are you ready to do a screenshot of me in Cancun? I don't know. All right, guys, I just do that for Sarah because she sometimes screenshots and then posts on Instagram. So, Sarah, that was for you. I hope I didn't look like too much of an idiot, but you know I don't really care. Always good to see you. And Emily, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Michelle from Travel There and Back. Hello, love chatting with you. Michelle, keep it lively today because, like I said, I'm by myself, although I am on a little corner veranda. So I can see there's a lot of pool action going on. Nothing scandalous. But yes, I am kind of by myself with the wildlife. Do you guys like this? There's a I don't know. There's a bird and I think an iguana back there. As long as the iguana doesn't come over the glass, we're okay. All right, Lena. Happy Friday, everyone. Debbie said no snow. Beautiful sunny days here in Sequim. See? Cynthia joining you while also watching the Olympic opening ceremonies. How is it going? Tell me, like, is you know what's happening? What's happening? Please share. I feel a little disconnected. Tanya said, I am in the middle of snow and it's freezing. I'm so jealous. It's beautiful where you are. I can't watching this. I can't watching this, I guess. Thank you for sharing. Oh yeah, definitely. I wish I could take you around with me. I am shooting some videos, so I'll upload those videos for you guys to see some of the things that have been going on here. And then tonight, I'm going to go over to LeBlanc, however you pronounce it, to see that over in Cancun. I have been to that property. It is exquisite. So hope I will be sharing some photos. And guys, anytime our team goes on a trip like this and we take pictures and we upload them into the photo album in Facebook, please feel free to use them in your social media. I mean, sometimes our mugs are in them, but you know, you could always crop us out, or you could play us off as, you know, your family member that, you know, your Uncle Traveling Matt. I don't want that moniker. I don't want that at all. But yes, please feel free to use the photos because that's definitely what we are taking them, why we're taking those photos. Rachel, ice here in New Jersey. Wish I was in the sun. I bet you do. I bet you do. Jen, I'm so jealous. We have over a foot of snow already today, and it's still coming down. Jen, remind me where you're watching from. Wendy, my love, Wendy. I hope I can call you my love. You're still in St. Lucia. Are you ever coming back to Atlanta? That's all I have to say. I feel like you have been in St. Lucia forever with our Amanda. I cannot wait to hear about all the shenanigans you guys got up to. Kara joins and says it's been like a month straight of negative temps in Minnesota. And that, my friends, is why I live in Atlanta. We get snow maybe once every 2 years. Everything shuts down, and then we keep on trucking. I don't know how you guys do it, but Minnesota is a beautiful state. Hannah is joining us. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday, Hannah. Let's see. All right, Deborah. Have been to Moon Palace with the Vax Vacation Seminar when they sold it. Great resorts, but lots of walking required. Deborah, I'm glad you mentioned that. So for those of you who don't know, I mean, I know I just said that the Moon Palace, the Grand at Moon Palace is huge. I can't remember. I wonder if I do have a handy dandy little, that's the right one. I have a handy dandy sheet here, but I bet it doesn't tell me the size of this place. It does not. But the Grand has 1,300 plus rooms, 4 bars, 3 pools, 11 restaurants, snack bars, jacuzzis, and then the Moon Palace is 2,060 rooms, 16 restaurants, 12 bars, and 3 pools. This whole complex is ginormous. And you're right, Deborah, lots of walking, but they do have golf carts or little trams that come around and can pick you up. However, last night I flew in kind of late and I was trying to find a particular place I needed to get to. I really could not figure out what building I was in. And I kept circling what seemed like the jungle forever and ever and ever. I think I've gotten the lay of the land. You know, it takes a little bit. It's a very big property, but what I would like to say, if someone told me it's a very big property, I would think lots of people, very congested. It's not very, very spacious. You have a lot of room. So even though it is recommended to wear your mask when you're walking in between destinations. You don't have to wear your mask while you're eating or when you're settled. But because there's some wide open space, you definitely don't feel like you're on top of each other. So yes, there is a lot of walking, and when you feel lost, there's definitely a lot of walking. All right, so Sarah said she did get the photo, no carpool today. Sarah, that means you get to stay the whole time. So I mean, you better keep me on my toes. Tanya said, love the sounds. Katie, happy Friday. And Michelle said from Travel There and Back, my daughter got to go to the Moon Palace with her boyfriend's family. She said it was amazing. Her and I had been at Rio, Baja, California a few months earlier in Cabo, which she enjoyed. But now she is spoiled after her Moon Palace experience. Yes, I have not been to the Rio and Baja, but I will say that I am now spoiled after being at the Moon Palace. And from what I gather, obviously the resort, the destination has a lot to do with it, but from what I gather, they've also got a property in Jamaica, and like I said, they're opening one in Punta Cana. Kind of the details that they have put into this resort, that's what they put across all of their resorts. Down to, well, I'll get to it. Let me get through the comments. But if you want to know more about Palace Resorts, I will definitely tell you because I'm kind of all in it right now. I'm immersed in it. Although at the moment I'm immersed in the humidity right now. So, all right, Kara is gonna, for our tradition of sharing wins and challenges, she's jumping in with a win, one new client, one repeat client this week. Challenge, I slipped on my wood stairs like a doofus yesterday and all my muscles are just plain angry at me. Kara, please hold on to the handrail. Oh my goodness, don't do that. Wow, okay, well, I hope you're gonna start to feel better. I hope your muscles do forgive you, but can I give you a high five, like 2 high fives for your repeat and a new client? I'd love to know what both clients are asking for and what you're seeing in terms of requests. I've been talking to quite a few of our travel pros and lots of groups going on. And our Deborah, who was just chatting, TQ Fan Bam, she just got back from a group that she led, and wow, she seems to have really built this into a huge opportunity for her to travel the world, but also build clients as she goes along, because she made it sound last week that it just keeps growing and growing. So definitely like to know if you got some groups going on. Katie, she said, I toured Moon Palace last weekend and it was Hootie Fest. What does that, is that Hootie and the Blowfish? Katie, you're gonna have to break it down for me because I don't know. I know what, I'm not even gonna say what I know. So can you explain what Hootie Fest is? Because if it is Hootie and the Blowfish, that would make me, well, it's already making me smile thinking about it. Cynthia, so different from the previous opening ceremonies, the political undertones and the U.S. boycott has muted the excitement. Oh, she's talking about the Olympic opening ceremonies. Well, that is a shame to hear. And Sarah's jumping in to commiserate with Sarah and just, she's passing on all of our wishes to heal fast. So definitely heal fast. And then Celeste, I miss you too. Celeste, who heads up supplier relations for Travel Quest Network and WorldVia. She is on the line. So if you want to talk anything suppliers, she's there. You've got her now on Facebook. Go chat her up right now in the chat. Let's see. And Tyson, hola everyone. Hola, ¿qué pasa? That's about as far as I can go. I did try to cram on the Duolingo app, and I got a little sidetracked, let's just say. If you have not tried the Duolingo app, this is not an advertisement for it, but let me tell you, it is a fantastic way to get some basics around language, but you actually have to do it. It's like going to the gym. You can join the gym, but you actually have to go to the gym before you see the benefits. So yeah, definitely do that. I feel like we've got reporters on the scene for the Olympics. Michelle, Team USA is doing well in the ice skating team competition. Men short program, Nathan Chin took the lead, and the dance team took the lead. Pairs took third. Man, we're getting a breakdown. I feel like I'm on ESPN here. Pairs took third, waiting for women's short program, holding on to first place overall so far. Whew, thank you, Michelle. And you heard it here first. I feel like MTV News. You hear it first. All right, let's see. Jen was talking about the snow upstate New York and about 20 minutes from the Adirondacks. Wow, I bet you are getting some snow. Mallory, hey. Let's see here. Kara, Joshua, last week you said local events would be announced this week. I haven't seen any news. You are not missing it. Kara, I'm sorry, you are not missing it. We are just waiting on a couple of hotels to firm things up, but I did give you all the locations. So let me see if I can, you know what? Can I promise to make sure that in network news on Monday, that we didn't have a network news go out this week, in network news on Monday, I promise that Kim, our Director of Education and Events, Celeste, and I will get together and we will make sure that those are published, because we have 6 of them ready to go. I think the second half of the group, we haven't firmed up the hotels, but we could definitely give you the dates, at least as placeholders. But yeah, we are working on the events, and we're also working on Travel Quest World. So, Kara, I don't think you can make it this year, but please, you've been to them before. So please share with everybody why they should come to Travel Quest World and why it's the coolest event that we do year round. Okay, please drop that in the notes there. Let's see here, more on the Olympics. You guys are in a lot of stuff going on here. So Tyson, Kara Brown, I guess he's saying to Kara, I found Smart Food Dorito popcorn today, so I've just been a cheese-filled working mess. Thought I would show up. Okay, we're getting really deep here. Let's see here. All right, so Kara's new client is asking for UK off the beaten path trip. New client needs some relaxation at a luxury spa in California. Let's see, new client is asking for UK off the beaten path, or is that your existing client? Because this sounds like you've got 2. So anyway, you got UK and you've got luxury spa in California. I think that's a travel pro's dream, right? You're getting to create 2 very different experiences. I think I would love an off the beaten path tour of the UK. Oh, Sarah, this is a fantastic win. Booked a 10-night Ireland B&B trip today for 2 couples, which is fun. Sarah, do you mind if I am not gonna call out Monarch Agency of the Year, although you are the winner of that award. I love following your Instagram, not because you take snaps of the weekly chatter live, But I love what you do on your brand's Instagram. Those who wonder travel. Guys, if you haven't checked it out, I've said it almost every single show. Please do check it out because what I love that Sarah does is she gets her clients to take photos while they're in destination. And sometimes, I'm just kind of going through my feed. I'm not paying attention to what handle I'm liking. I just like the picture. And I find myself liking pictures of Sarah's over and over and over again because I see happy couples in these beautiful destinations. And when she talks about what she sells, she is not a cruise seller. You see these resorts, she sells these resorts, and I think you do a phenomenal job. I don't know how. I think many people in the audience right now would love to know how you get your clients to send you those pictures so you can share them, because that is a struggle. I know it is a struggle, but you seem to have constant content for your social media, and you're showing happy clients. I mean, that is the epitome of great social. You're showing the audience you're trying to attract, you're showing exactly who you're trying to attract so they can see themselves in your photos. Anyway, I think you do a brilliant job with it, so keep it up. But if you want to share any tips on how you get them to send the photos, I'm sure people would love to hear about that. Let's see, Michelle's saying, meeting with 2 different clients today to give them their travel packets before their trips. One to Cabo and one to Hawaii. Third client leaving for Disneyland later this month. That is a nice mix, and I love that you're meeting with your clients to give them their packets before their trips. Michelle, do you create anything special to give to your clients when you're handing over their documents? That is definitely a personal touch, and I think that is a beautiful thing you do. And I know some people really put together baskets, put together swag items. If you hear the birds in the distance, you can tell I'm in Cancun. I'm in the Grand at Moon Palace. Just want to remind everybody that you do not think that this is where I live, because this is not where I live, although I wish it is where I lived. Can I just tell you, I have more space. I have bruises on my ankles from where I turn the corner around my bed too fast because it's so cramped. Here, there is so much space around me. I unpacked right away. I always do that. I unpacked right away. And then I got into this luxurious bathrobe, and I just kind of walked around my room, and I didn't have to worry about any bruises because there's plenty of space. Ah, it's beautiful. And everything, my pleasure. When you talk to the staff, my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. It's fantastic. Let's see. Emily, booking 2 different groups to Atelier as we speak. You better be ambidextrous. That's maybe not the word I wanted to use, but way to go. Congratulations, Emily. Oh my gosh. So Katie is talking about the fact that she was just here touring the property, and it was Hootie Fest, and I asked if that meant Hootie and the Blowfish, because I did immediately, again, I don't have my glasses on, so my reading can get a little funky. I first thought you said Hoochie Fest, so I wasn't so sure about that. But yes, it was Hootie and the Blowfish, lots of 90s bands playing. That had to be fun. I don't know how old you are, Katie, but for me, that would be right in the sweet spot of me being a little youngling. Anyway. Austin is joining us. Austin, good to hear from you. Love Palace Resorts. I will let Palace know. I've got a lot of people from Palace Resorts here, so I will go and tell them, Austin, all about you making that statement. Let's see, Lena. Just announced my river cruise group for December 2023. Operation Fill the Cabins has commenced. How many cabins do you have for your group? And I want to know, is this something, I assume this is something a trip that you're going to be traveling on. Give us some more details. Want to know about this because, first of all, I love the fact that you have this target, December 2023, and I love the fact that you called it Operation Fill the Cabins has commenced, because you're really, by buying that group space, you definitely have a mission. It is an operation. So I'd love for you to share a little bit more, Lena. I mean, you don't have to give away any trade secrets, but would love to see that. Or would love for you to share that. All right, Hannah, win for this week. Booked a 20-day Panama Canal cruise this week. Wow, that's phenomenal. My Aunt Debbie, I talk about her a lot. She has done the Panama Canal and said it was amazing. Her husband, my Uncle Jimmy, he's a hunter, but he's also a hunter with the camera. So whenever they travel, they love to travel in places where they can take pictures of exotic birds and animals. And on that particular trip, had an amazing time. Hannah said her challenge is dealing with a poor review from a client I blessed and released last week. I remember you sharing, so you said you can't please everyone. And I'd love to know, did you respond to the review? And where was the review? Was it on Google, Facebook, Agent Profiler? Let us know, because I will tell you the best. So backing up a little bit, Hannah said last week that she blessed and released a client, meaning, I wish you well, but we cannot work together. And so I need to let you go. You know, this is where we say goodbye. And she said she got a bad review from them. So I'm curious if any of you have had experiences, not necessarily with blessing and releasing a client. I love that phrase and I will be using it forever, copyright Hannah. But I'm wondering how you guys deal with complaints in reviews in public places, because you can't take them down. But what I have found, the best response to a negative review is to respond. And when you respond with empathy, and I would take it offline. I would say, hey, you know, and maybe in Hannah's case, she's released this client, so she's saying goodbye. But in the case where someone has left you a bad review, if you can respond within, you know, as quickly as possible, and say, you know, I apologize, especially if you feel like it's a mistake that maybe you did make, or even if you didn't, let them know that you'd love to hear from them, and put your telephone number in there, your email address, whatever you use to communicate back and forth with your clients. But that response will be seen by other clients. So I think we've all done it. If you shop on Amazon, you know, there could be an item that has 1,000 4-star reviews, and then you scroll down and you see, oh my gosh, this product is amazing, they thought of everything, and then there's that 1-star review that says, oh, everything was broken and what shipped wasn't even in the exact product, and then you go back to a bunch more good reviews. It's okay to have bad reviews, but just don't ignore them. Show anybody that's scrolling through that you responded to them. Again, Hannah, with a bless and release. I mean, we're really going to make this a phrase here. With a bless and release, you might want to leave it. But in general, if someone does give you a bad review, your response, and again, you don't have to get into detail, but do respond and offer to, if it's something you think you can resolve, or maybe just talking it out would be beneficial, just take it offline. It doesn't need, the whole thing doesn't need to be, you know, you don't have to go back and forth with statements. Just extend that olive branch and say, I would love to talk to you about this. I'm so sorry that you feel this way. Because those people who are vetting you, they're looking to see if you are someone they want to do business with. They're going to see that you didn't ignore the bad ones. Like, you didn't just, you know, embrace the good ones. You also commented on the bad ones. So please take that as a strategy as you move forward. But you cannot do anything about a bad review on Google, Facebook, unless it is something that is offensive or there's some ground for you to say this is not even somebody I worked with, then both platforms have a way. It does take a very long time to get those things taken down, but you can appeal to Google and Facebook and say, hey, this isn't even somebody that I worked with. So you do have that option too. So I didn't mean to get off track there, but Hannah, that was a great opportunity to talk about how to respond to reviews. Let's see, Austin. Austin, I think you're in North Dakota or South Dakota. You're in one of the Dakotas. He said, would love to be in Mexico instead of -30 where he is. Wow. Let's see. And Sarah chimes in about the local events that Kara brought up and says, all I know, it wasn't in Nebraska. Sarah, don't give up on Nebraska yet, okay? Just, hey, we're working on it. We got a lot of events happening this year. We're working on it. We're working on it. Celeste chimes in. Celeste, if you haven't gotten to talk to Celeste, she works with me with our suppliers, and she's been in the travel industry for 30 years. An agency owner. She also owned a small host agency, and she also specialized in Disney. Just for those of you, maybe those of you who are in our Dream Makers special group, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Celeste said lots of great travel partners coming to regionals too. You don't want to miss these. So our regionals, we call them the road show. So Celeste, little branding there, they're the road show. So the road shows, Celeste is in charge of working with all of our travel partners, and we've had so much interest in them coming, which means that they're wanting to come and see you and spend time with you. In fact, I think the Palace people would like to see you guys. I'm just saying. I'm not here just on vacation on my little holiday. No. We'll see about that. If you would like to come visit Palace, maybe give me some hearts and some love up in the chat here. Let's see. Kara, thank you for the deadline for the local events, and Travel Quest World is awesome. Thank you. That's what I wanted you to say. I feel like every single Travel Quest World we've had, you've been, and you have always said such positive things. In fact, this year, you won an award for your website, if I remember correctly. And that was at Travel Quest World, and I felt really, really honored that I could give you that award. You deserved it, but knowing you as long as I have, I had a little. I guess I've been going down memory lane as we've been pulling content to share from past Travel Quest Worlds. It's been, I feel like I am going down memory lane because Travel Quest World is this small moment in time where it's just Travel Quest Network, and we just get to hang out with each other. And this year we're going to be on the Independence of the Seas with Royal Caribbean out of Port Canaveral, and it's not gonna be like any other Travel Quest World that we've done. I mean, there's gonna be some things that are gonna be the same, there's some things that are tradition, but we really just wanted to cruise together. I mean, that's honest to goodness truth. We wanted to cruise together. So, if you haven't booked, please click the link in Agent Pro on the left-hand bar when you go to the homepage, Travel Quest World. That will take you over to a page that will tell you all the details about booking your cabin. You can request your cabin, get it all set up. But definitely join us if you can. It is, we have tons of suppliers coming. We have some really fun events, and we also we've built in a lot of flexibility. So there's things that you don't want to miss. There's other things that maybe you want to enjoy some family time. I mean, this can be a work trip / family vacay, and just get to hang out and have a good time. I mean, I have the best time at Travel Quest World, and I don't even think they're going to give me a mic I don't think they're going to give me a mic at all. So it isn't, I don't love Travel Quest World to get up on the stage and possibly sing Viva Las Vegas. It's not that. I love spending time with you guys, and so does the whole Travel Quest Network team. And we've got the whole gang coming. There's going to be so many faces that you have seen before, and so many faces that you have not seen, but you have talked to them when calling into agency services or talking to any one of our team members. We've got a whole lot of the Travel Quest Network and WorldVia team coming, so you don't want to miss it. Please come. It's a great price, and you're going to have a lot of fun. Enough said, right? So Mallory said, what are local events? I'm behind. So Mallory, you're not behind. We announced at Travel Quest World that we were going to have regional events, where we were going to start having regional events in 2022. And so our Director of Education Events, Kim, who's been doing the W5s, I'm all about the branding, the W5s with our travel partners. She joined us about 3 months ago. She has been putting together Travel Quest World. She is putting together these regional events, which we're calling road shows. They're day-long events. They're going to be on Saturdays because we figured that that is the best time, especially if you are working 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Saturdays are probably the best time for you to get away. So it's going to be a full day from 9 to 6:37, I think. So we are going to be in the New York area. We're going to be in Minneapolis. We're going to be in Los Angeles. We're going to be in Dallas-Fort Worth. We're going to be in Fort Lauderdale, and we're going to be in Atlanta. Those are the firm ones. And there might be some other opportunities sprinkled in there, along with some exclusive FAMs with our travel partners. So, you know, when you don't hear from us, it's not because you're missing out on information, it's because we are working very hard, and our entire team is working really hard and working with our travel partners to come up with some awesome events. So even if you can't make a road show, even if you can't make Travel Quest World, even though you should come, there's going to be a lot of opportunities to hang with your fellow Travel Quest Network travel entrepreneur, travel pros. I feel like I tried to throw in a lot of words there, but there's going to be a lot of fun things going on. So you don't want to miss it. The calendar is there for a reason, and we will make some noise about it. But I did promise Kara that this week I would have that out there. And Kim said, you shouldn't have promised. She was on the Independence of the Seas doing a site inspection to put together Travel Quest World when I said that we would release the information. And when she came back, she said she was going to work her hardest to be ready by today. I have a feeling that she is nearly done. So I think I can I think I can almost confirm no. We will make sure that the dates, at least the dates, and what the agenda will look like, we'll make sure that those are in network news next week for you, not only for Kara, but for everybody. And there'll be more of these roadshows to come. This is just the first round, as well as, like I said, some other events that we're gonna be doing. So stay tuned. We're not resting on our laurels here. We're working hard. All right, I'm gonna go back to the comments. Man, you guys are making me work for it in this heat here. Let's see. Mallory chimes in and says, Sarah talks about Sarah's post on Those Who Wonder Travel. Sarah's social posts are amazing, and I agree. I concur on that. Let's see. Sarah said, I love this about Sarah. And Sarah was just on a video call this week, and I was so happy to see her face because she normally will not join on camera. She said, I'd rather post their faces than mine. A lot of my clients follow me and know that this is our thing. They love being featured. Isn't that cool? So by you posting it, you've created this expectation, like, well, this is what we do. This is our thing. I love that. I ask everyone when they get home. I'd say I get about 50% of my clients to send photos. I am grateful. And Sarah does a fantastic job and has built a thriving, really, really strong business, even through the pandemic, a really thriving business. So when she says 50%, think about that. 50% of her clients, she asks everybody when they come back, please send photos, and only 50% respond. So that tells you that if you have, whatever number of clients travel and come back and you ask them, 50% is Sarah's benchmark. So, I mean, obviously her numbers are higher, so you are seeing more posts from her. But I thank you for sharing that, Sarah, because I think everyone doesn't understand that that is the case, that not everybody that travels with you submits their photo. But I do love that you've made it your thing. So they follow you and they know that that is a thing. So it's a little more of an expectation. I love it. I think it's awesome. Let's see. Austin says, Josh, I can tell Moon Palace is one of the most beautiful parts of the Palace. Wait, let's see. I'm sorry, I'm having to reread this again. One of the most beautiful parts of the Palace Resort is just unbelievable. I was there doing a soft opening. I strongly encourage you to visit the spa in the basement. Okay, the spa in the basement. I walked past the spa today, and it is in the basement. And Austin, you're going to have to work on your copywriting there, because calling it the basement does not make someone think luxurious spa. But let me tell you, the spa at the Grand Moon Palace is the largest spa in Latin America. I know, mic drop. I have not been in it yet. Maybe that's where I should go after this, but I'm just saying, when they said that, talking about the size of this property, the fact that it's the largest spa in Latin America, that's pretty amazing. And another thing I want to say about the vibe at Moon Palace is it's family friendly. There are some adult only restaurants and activities that you can do, but it's got kids area. There's a water park, but because it's so spread out and there's so many options, what did I say? There are like 11 restaurants in the Grand. You could keep coming back. This is not an advertisement at all. I'm just saying, I will tell you that I have been to very few resorts that I've really, really enjoyed. My absolute favorite one is one in Jamaica. And I won't name it because, to be honest with you, I don't even know if it's still in business, but very, very different from this. This has made me feel like this would be a vacation. I've been in others that it just feels like I'm at a big hotel. This feels relaxing, but also vibrant, if that makes sense. Anyway, let me get back to the comments here. Let's see. All right, so Lena, she's talking about she's in Operation Sell the Cabins for a group river cruise that she's put together for December 2023. This is the information she is telling us about it. I am just starting off with 5 cabins, but 10 would be an amazing goal to hit. And she is hosting, sailing from Amsterdam to Basel, on the Rhine, castles, and Swiss Alps Christmas market itinerary. Oh, fantastic. The Christmas markets are, I mean, every time anyone talks about it, I don't know if you got to see me and Matt from Avalon. He had just gotten back from the Christmas markets, and he was sharing his experience, and it was just so much fun. I think, and the fact that you've got it for 2023, you got plenty of time to talk about it. So whenever you are anywhere and someone says, hey, what do you do? What's going on with you? I bet for sure you're going to be talking about this river cruise. I think that's going to be awesome, and I'm going to be on that river doing the same itinerary with our Diamond Voyage in 2022. So anyway, it won't be the Christmas markets, but it's still going to be fun. Let's see. So Lena said, I'm so excited to learn more about the regional events. Super happy these are being offered. Lena, so am I. So am I. Not because I want to get out of my garage, but I'm just saying, I like the idea that our entire team is getting out there, with our travel partners. I think at about every event, there's around 19 travel partners that are going to be there. There are going to be a few that are going to be doing some classes, sessions, things like that. And then there's going to be more of a structured trade show. So almost like a round table where you're going to get around to everybody, but structured so you will get to have a little bit of time with everybody, and then at the end have some networking time. And what you guys do after that, what do they say? You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. That's going to be how we round those out. Let's see. But so happy that you're excited, and I hope to see you at, we're calling them the road shows. There's going to be several different types of regional events that we're doing. We're going to be doing retreats. We're going to be doing the road shows. So the road shows are the ones that are starting first. There's going to be some more intensive retreats that we'll have planned. But you'll learn more about those things as they go along. We don't want to keep them a secret. I mean, obviously, we want you there. So lots happening. So Michelle said, Michael and I are hosting a combined trip to Italy in September 2022. He's hanging with the golfers doing golf trip, and I will be hanging with those doing culinary and wine focused trip. Staying in the same places and doing some things jointly. 5 days of golfing out of 10, and I'll be doing pasta making classes, wine tastings, etc. Now to get people signed up. So here, Michael and Michelle, it's the family business here. Two different interests. Let's go on the same itinerary, but the golfers, you go do your thing. The pasta, wine drinkers, tasters, you're gonna do these things so you can do things as couples, but not really. Brilliant, brilliant. And what a fun thing to do together. I mean, both of you are in this business. And you know, if one was just passionate about one thing and one was passionate about another, and you're working in two different directions, you know, that's great if you can make that work. But coming together to do something together like this, I think it's brilliant. And you have talked to me about that before. And I don't want you to think that I'm just giving you kudos to give kudos. I really think, was that some snaps? I really like that. Let's see, Hannah, I'm so excited for the couple headed on the cruise. It's their 50th wedding anniversary, and they are shutterbugs too. I did respond to the review. It was on Google. So Hannah, despite blessing and releasing her client, she did go ahead and respond to that review. And since she just released them last week, then I will say you did it extremely timely. So kudos to you. Let's see. And she's even sharing that Hannah's sharing that she attempted to reach out to the client personally about it, but the review and the final correspondence with the client was very challenging. Just nothing but falsehoods on the client's part. It's taught me about trusting my instincts. So there's that. I had a bad feeling from the start. Thank you for sharing that, Hannah. I think everybody listening, one of our members, John, in one of our Crown calls said at some point, I can't remember, he's been doing this for a very long time, and he said, you just know. And he even does background checks on his clients. So he doesn't even, and I can't remember the service that he uses, but he found a pretty inexpensive a background check service. And he does background checks on his clients because he wants to make sure that they're legit, that he's not putting himself at risk. And I mean, that's a worthwhile investment because he doesn't, he said, and John, if you're listening, I'm not quoting you properly, but you basically said you're not wasting time on somebody that is not legit. And I remember us all when you said that thinking, yeah, that nominal expense of doing that background check was worthwhile, but he said, if it sounds fishy, he says no. And I think that is very valuable information for all of us. So I know there's some more chats going on. And I am not so vain that I'm trying to keep my name in the corner here. I just, this is the first time going live on the way that I'm doing this. So I'm not ambidextrous, so it's a little tough for me to do multiple things at one time. But I want to just read a little bit since I am. If you tuned in late, I am at the Grand at Moon Palace, beautiful resort. So you are on my, I don't know, is this a lanai or is it only a lanai if you are a Golden Girl or you live in Hawaii? But I've got this beautiful patio area, and I've got the pool over here, and then I've got the jungle over here, which I love. And just sharing a little bit, this particular property, again, the rooms 1,300 plus, bars 4, pools 3, restaurants 11, 4 snack bars, and jacuzzis. There are 3. Something that I heard from somebody who is a repeat visitor here is that if you visit here, you have to try their homemade coconut ice cream. So I haven't done that yet, but apparently it is something that cannot be missed. And I'm also going to tell you something, and I can't badmouth other resorts, but I have been to a few resorts in Cancun, and the food has always looked amazing. And then you taste it, and it's like it's missing salt and pepper. Here, I have had nothing but food that was seasoned properly. It had a point of view. It is, if there was a soup that was made with peppers, I could taste the peppers. And I don't know if I can get an amen out there for many of you who have been to some resorts where the food is, there's flowers on the plates, the chef has done all these designs with things, but then you taste it and you're like, I could have been at Long John Silver's and gotten more flavor than this. If that has happened to you, can I get an amen? I'm just going to say that has not been my experience so far. They do have a specialty restaurant that I'm going to tonight. So there's a few restaurants. I think there are 4 restaurants that you have to have a reservation for. One is a French restaurant, Le Chateau, and then Jade is the restaurant I'm eating at tonight. And it's going to be Asian. I think there's a little fusion happening. I can't remember the other 2, but they've got lots of very unique restaurants all around. And I was with a very, very seasoned travel pro, and they had been to the buffet here. And I'm thinking, yeah, whatever, I don't need to go to the buffet. And she made me go into the buffet, and it really was a remarkable buffet. It wasn't Odyssey of the Seas on Royal Caribbean. I was just there and did their buffet, and that was absolutely a massive buffet. This one is gorgeous and should not be missed. But yeah, she the seasoned pro, she was like, you need to go see this, and I'm glad she made me go. So just some what's included for Palace Resorts, just to kind of share this. Luxurious and spacious accommodations with high-end amenities. And their sister property, LeBlanc or LeBlanc, I have heard it pronounced both ways. They use Bulgari amenities in their rooms. So their sister property using Bulgari, I think that's fantastic. There's in-room double whirlpool tubs. They're massive. I do have one. It is like my own little swimming pool. A la carte dining featuring gourmet cuisine from around the world, Lebanese restaurant, Asian fusion, French, Texas steakhouse, lots of different food options here. 24-hour room service, unlimited. I'm glad to see that 24-hour room service. They've got a few snacks that you can get into, but I was really starving, so I made out with some chips and Oreo cookies last night, and probably the 24-hour room service would have been better. Unlimited beverages from bottled water to top shelf drinks, including an in-room minibar. So they do have a minibar in there with gigantic bottles of water, not little tiny ones. Daily activities including fitness classes, beach and pool volleyball, and more. Like I said, they've got a whole water park going on where you can do the fake surfing. Sorry, there's a airplane going by. Spectacular entertainment every night. Like I said, I've heard. I had mariachi band. It was wonderful at lunch, and I mean, really, really, the singer was amazing. Can you imagine singing with a mariachi band behind you? I mean, you have got to be able to project, and she did. It was brilliant. I did post a video of that, so please check it out. All taxes and gratuities are taken care of. And if you are a member of Travel Quest Network, because we are broadcasting this on YouTube and on our main Facebook page, if you are not a member of Travel Quest Network, this doesn't apply. But if you are a member of Travel Quest Network, there's some very, very special perks through the Select program, hotel program, that you want to check out because it truly is designed to give you an extra edge. The same the same woman who was telling me about the buffet, that I had to go see the buffet, and I was like, oh, I don't need to see the buffet. And she was right. She was on the plane with someone who was also going to be staying here, and the woman on the plane said that she had booked it online. And this travel pro said, why didn't you book through me? I could have gotten you this, this, and this. So there's some special amenities and things that you can get through the Select program. And you have to be a part of Travel Quest Network to get access to that. So those of you who are tuning in as guests, then definitely you don't want to miss out on that. But regardless, come check out Palace Resorts. I feel like the next one I have to go to Jamaica. Even though I said I have my favorite resort already in Jamaica, I feel like I need to go there. So anyway, let's see. I'm going to get back to the chat before we have to wrap. Let's see, Celeste, we are talking Travel Quest Network on the road. You will have a chance, no, she's talking about the road shows. You will have a chance to meet with the executive team and some of the suppliers you work with every day or want to work with more. We are coming to 6 different cities that Celeste knows about. I like to surprise Celeste every once in a while, I'm just saying. Hey Mo, I see that you've joined. Let's see. And Michelle is registered for Travel Quest World. Can't wait to see you. I hope Michael's coming. Voting to have Travel Quest World at an all-inclusive in Mexico, maybe Moon Palace. Maybe you've hacked into my phone. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Cynthia has her hotel and airfare booked for Travel Quest World. Can't wait to see you, Cynthia. Finally, good to see you. Even though we're neighbors, you're in Birmingham and I'm in Atlanta. Finally get to see you. Cannot wait. Terry, you did miss which cities. Maybe you did here, but it's Newark, Minneapolis, Los Angeles, Dallas-Fort Worth, Atlanta, and Fort Lauderdale are the ones that we are going to be releasing in network news next week. And they're going to be on a Saturday. They're one-day events. Let's see. Oh, and Celeste chimed in with that. Man, lots of comments. You guys are really keeping me busy. Let's see. All right. So it's about that time. Just a few seconds left. I hope you enjoyed this show. I wish I could have taken you on all throughout the property, but I am taking pictures, and I'm trying to take very, very good pictures, not pictures that the resort has taken, that pictures that I think would make excellent social media photos. Once we get done, I'm going to bundle those up, put those in an album so you can use them. You feel free to use these images that I'm sharing with you, because we want you guys to use fun images, even if you can't get here right now. If any of our team is anywhere, we are trying to create content for you. Our Britta, who's head of consumer marketing, she keeps us on our toes, and she has a shot list for me. So I have to get videos in, I've got to get vertical, horizontal, I got to get stills, I got to get some with me in them, some without me. But when we put those up there, they are for you. So please, please, please use them. And hey, If you have any questions, I'm going to be here for the next 2 days. Message me and I'll ask the Pals Resorts people. Remember, think of them for your meetings and incentive trips. Think of them for weddings. Remember, they're in Mexico, they're in Jamaica, and they're going to be in Punta Cana very, very soon. I don't know why well, anyway, you know, my mind drifts a little bit. All right, listen, have a fantastic weekend. As always, thank you for joining the Weekly Chatter Live. Appreciate the heck out of you, and so, so honored that you tuned in to our show. And we will see you next week. Same time, same bat channel, right? Bye, guys.